is Jalen Hurts' ability to be a part of the run game or a threat in the run game takes either a penetrator and a pursuer away from the ball or two pursuers, because now you have.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Shooting for the Stars podcast. And yo. We back with another episode, you guys. It's NFC and AFC Conference Championship week. We got the Eagles and the Commanders going at it. I'm not going to make it too long, you guys. And the Chiefs and the Bills going at it tomorrow night on Sunday night and Sunday afternoon. And first, you guys, as y'all guys already know, if y'all are a true member of Shooting for the Stars podcast, y'all guys make sure to please hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, you guys. As I cannot say this enough, we are on the huge road to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I cannot do this without you guys' love and support. But enough being said, you guys already know. We just get right into the content. Let's go.
One eternity later.
So I'm going to be starting off with the Eagles and the Commanders game, you guys. We're going to have the two J's going at it, Jayden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. And as we all know, you guys, man, Jalen Hurts first is dealing with a little bit of a knee injury. Been dealing with it all week through practice. Is not really practiced with a lot in intensity so far this week. But, you know, he's going to play. He's a game changer. You know, he's a warrior. He's going to go out there and play. And for the Washington Commanders, let me start off with them. Oh, man, you guys. That team right there, I got a name for them, you guys. If y'all watch the Washington Commanders play, as a matter of fact, they're more like the cardiac Commanders. Because when you watch that team play, I mean, it's like every single one of their games came down to the absolute wire. And I mean, to the wire, it seems like, man, you feel like you finna have a heart attack watching that team play, because it always comes down literally to the last second, the last 2 minutes, the last minute. And credit it to Jayden Daniels, man. At first, I want to start off with this. Jayden Daniels' season, his rookie year this year has been unprecedented. I mean, make no mistake about that. I mean, he's had one heck of a rookie season, but I will say, and he's not came back to earth yet. He has not came back to earth yet. When you go back in league history, when you go back and you look at the people that have done it before you, we go back to guys like, Andrew Luck, right? We go to guys like, who had a great rookie year, guys like Cam Newton, perhaps, who did not make the playoffs his rookie year, or even more recently, so y'all guys can, probably remember a little bit better. More recently, rookie C.J. Stroud last year had a phenomenal rookie year, was absolutely balling in losses, balling and wins, got the Texans to the playoffs. I mean, made them look formidable again. But then he came back to earth. So what I'm saying, it came back to earth. And with this young man, Jayden Daniels, he has not came back to earth yet this year. And that can be coming to an end this week. I'm not saying it will, because every time we've doubted this man, he's always proved otherwise, right? And here's what I'm gonna say. Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders, they played up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card and the Detroit Lions last week in the divisional round. They played up against the 18th and 20th ranked defenses. This week they're gonna see the number one defense, not only in the NFC but in the National Football League, in the Philadelphia Eagles, in that frigid, cold environment. Supposed to be 12, 15 degrees tomorrow up there in Northtown, Pennsylvania. That's going to be tough. And that's what we have not really seen Jayden Daniels in. We have not really seen him in playoff weather, because in Tampa Bay it was warm. We know that's in Florida. Nice, good climate. That's, good football weather. Detroit, we know that's good football weather, because you're not playing in no weather. Detroit is in a dome. So you're not experiencing none of the bad climates that Michigan has to offer. Okay, tell you that now. But you will this week when you go up there to the city of brotherly love. And my thing for you guys is that for the Philadelphia Eagles, what I want to see, because the Washington Commanders, we know it's going to be real simple. They got to stop Saquon Barkley. We know it's almost like the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Eagles have ran over everybody until you prove, and that's, now I would do the same thing, until you prove that you can stop and you can contain and you can make them do something else besides give the ball off to Saquon Barkley and Kenny Gainwell. Why would they throw the ball? We all want to rip the Eagles passing game. We all want to talk about Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. Oh, Jalen Hurts ain't no passing quarterback. He ain't no passing quarterback. I mean, he doesn't have to pass. I mean, last week against the Rams, he threw only 20 passes, completed 15 of them. That's high efficiency, but you know what? A lot of explosion behind it, right? Why would they throw the ball when they can win games with just running? When you have Saquon Barkley, who's running for 26 carries for 232 yards, 232 yards in cold in the snow. I wouldn't throw the ball either. Don't have to. You have to stop the run game first. You stop the run game, then we're going to beat you over the top. Then we're going to beat you with Smitty and A.J. Brown. And that's going to be the matchup that the Commanders are going to have to be ready for. But first, it has to start and end with Saquon Barkley. 26. Which, who you should ask me, should have been the new NFL league rushing leader for most rushing yards in the regular season. But we all know he was screwed over. But we're not going to talk about that. It's the playoffs now, baby. But yeah, it has to come down to stopping 26. It has to. And then on the outside, you don't want to take your eyes and stuff away from those guys on the perimeter. You know, Marshawn Lattimore, a cornerback from the New Orleans Saints, who was acquired at the trade deadline earlier this season, the regular season. Like I said, it's going to be, I expect him to follow A.J. Brown and get physical. He's went up against the most physical and elite receivers like Mike Evans and the DK Metcalfs and the guys of that nature. But it's going to be very important that he steps up to the challenge and come ready to go up against A.J. Brown, because he's big, he's physical, and you know, one thing about it, he can make plays after the catch, and you got to know where he's at all times. So, but in this game right here, you guys, I gotta take it's gonna be tough. But like I said, I do think all the trickery stuff and all the hoorays with Washington, again, I say it'll be nice. Jayden Daniels, it would be nice to see him be the first quarterback, specifically being an African American quarterback, be the first quarterback in their rookie year to go and start a Super Bowl, to go to a Super Bowl. That'll be history in the makings. But I don't think that happens. I think Philadelphia shuts it down this week. I think give me the Eagles winning, give me Philadelphia winning. You know, a tough game. 23-20 Cole. I just think that Cole's going to come play up in a big part this week for Jayden Daniels. Really going to show what he's made of, because you're not really going to have no foot in the run. You're going to be slipping and sliding a little bit. So I got to take Philly, man. I got to take Philly. And they just look a little bit unstoppable with that Saquon. I mean, they look unstoppable, man. They look like they can just run at will. So give me Philadelphia to represent the NFC conference in the Super Bowl this year. Since 2022, I got Philadelphia going back. Now I'm getting ready to pivot over to Kansas City, Missouri, as we're getting ready to cover the Chiefs and the Bills. Give y'all my preview and my predictions for that one. I'll see y'all there. Let's go.
One eternity later.
So Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen have faced off in the postseason 3 times before. This will be their 4th meeting in the postseason. In their last 3 meetings in the postseason, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, Mahomes has won all 3 of them. But the stats are even crazier. In their last 3 meetings, Patrick Mahomes, he's thrown 8 touchdown passes and 0 INTs, and Josh Allen has thrown 7 touchdowns and 1 INT. That tells you the makeup right there, the mistakes. You can't have no mistakes. And you know what this relationship is like between the Bills and the Chiefs to me, you guys? This is what I was telling one of my colleagues. I said, you know, this matchup between, you know, the Bills and the Chiefs, it's really almost kind of like, you know, older brother, little brother. You know, usually older brother always, you know, beating up on little brother. Come on now, you know, always beating up on a little brother badly. Always, but one day that little brother's gonna grow up, and that little brother's gonna one day, you know, punch you in the mouth. And now we're wondering, could this be the year, and could tomorrow be the day where Josh Allen, who has been significantly, not just him, all the other quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, but who has significantly been the little brother in this matchup against Patrick Mahomes consistently, routinely throughout in prior years, can he finally punch his older brother in the mouth and swing and actually give it a fight? Because, man, it's been so close. So close. And you go back, man, and honestly, and it's not going to be like how they met. And I know y'all go back to, but Cam, they beat them in the regular season this year. Yeah, they did too last year too. But, guys, it's not going to be like the regular season. See, Patrick Mahomes threw 2 INTs earlier this season when they met up in Buffalo and Orchard Park. I bet you that won't happen. And if I'm Josh Allen, tomorrow, I have to go in with that mindset. You know, no offense to my defensive guys, right? No offense to you guys. This has nothing to do with what y'all guys have not done. Okay, but I have to be the man. Okay, I have to go up there and drop. I have to drop 35. If I'm Josh Allen, I'm telling myself that all the week long. I have to drop 35 points because this man can just find a way to beat me. I mean, that's all he's done is find ways to beat me. I mean, how could you not? I mean, it don't matter. I mean, honestly, the Chiefs guys, they've looked like the most vulnerable team this year. Yeah, the Chiefs, they're 16-2, 15-2 in the regular season, 16-2. I gotta say 16 because they had that one extra game came from, you know, last week with the Texans. You know, guys, they look beatable this week. Think about their game, their games they won came down to game-winning field goals, block kicks, block punts. I mean, come It's been like little by a slippage. Soon, what's the old saying? We know that luck runs out eventually. That luck's gonna run out eventually. And this could be the way. But if I'm Josh Allen, you have to go up there. You have to punch them in the mouth. You have to go toe to toe. And if I'm Josh Allen, here's where Josh Allen has to be checked in there. See, you can't go into this game looking at it as me versus him. It's me versus Mahomes. Because Allen, if you look at it through those lenses, if you go in that matchup and saying it's me versus Patrick Mahomes, my brother, you already lost. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that now. You already lost the game because think about it. You're not going up against him. You're going up against his defense. This is a mental game. It's saying y'all not going up against each other. You're not trying to outduel him. You're trying to win the game. That's what that's the maturity level, and that's the maturity I've seen in Josh Allen this season. It seems like he's more focused. He's more concerned about just winning the game. He's not trying to go for 350 because it doesn't matter if you throw for 354 touchdown passes like how he did go back, I believe 2 years ago when they met. I know y'all guys remember that insane divisional round game between the Chiefs and the Bills, you guys, when it was back and forth, back in the Tyreek Hill days. You know, it was back and forth. They're going blow for blow, touchdown for touchdown. I mean, that was one of the best offensive playoff games I think we've seen in NFL history. Tell you that now, but you still lost, Josh. You still lost. It does not matter. You have to go up there and win the game. No turnovers, no fumbles. Like how Lamar Jackson sold himself against you, like how Lamar Jackson came up short, you can't come up short. Matter of fact, speaking about Lamar Jackson, you guys, you know, Lamar Jackson is number one all time amongst quarterbacks with the highest career regular season win percentage, you guys, without a Super Bowl start. Behind him is Josh Allen. That has to end this week. As good as Josh Allen has been, I mean, and now this is I would say this Bills team, this is really the most balanced team they've had, and not just the Bills, really the Chiefs too. They're both really balanced out. You know, they got your two A1 quarterbacks, and then of course, you know, the stud makers, playmakers around, playmakers. You know, the Bills over there. I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to be looking at Dalton Kincaid. I'm going to be looking at Dawson Knox, Amari Cooper, James Cook, how they can make an impact. And then, of course, for the Chiefs, you already know, outside of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, where he at? Xavier Worthy, biggest game of your life. You going to show up, rookie, out of Texas, Worthy. No Rasheem Rice. No, the run game has not looked as affluent this year. Isaiah Pacheco, you going to come to run today? You know, those are the things that it's going to come down to for me in this pivotal matchup, you guys. But, with that being said, my final play, who needs to have the bigger game? Honestly, to me, who needs to have the bigger game is, honestly, you guys, is Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes have to have the bigger game. It's going to be more pressure on him because Allen knows, he's going to come up there. He's going to come play free. He knows he's playing. He already knows. He already has it predetermined in his mind. He's going into, the Chiefs environment, Chiefs kingdom, that loud, rowdy environment. That's why Josh Allen has been so surreal this year because he's not trying to do too much. He's not trying to get out of character and do things he's never done. He's just simply, it's been like a new Josh Allen this year. Really the first year he's not really had that A1 receiver. Well, he knows he has to be A1 and really come out and do things and just win the ball game. No, it's not about if the stat sheet looks pretty or not. It's about if your team walks out of there victorious, and I believe he's going to come in there with that same mindset. And as far as for Patrick Mahomes, it's going to be more pressure on him because look, brother, you're going to have to make that play. It might come down to you. The ball might be in your hands in the last 1 minute and 30 seconds. You going to make a play? Because go back to that game this year. Remember when Patrick Mahomes got the ball back? He threw that interception. But I believe had a whole almost a minute left to go. He threw a pick right down the middle. He threw an interception. That can't happen. That can't happen. So he's going to have to be the Superman this week. I believe Patrick Mahomes is going to have to be the Superman. He's going to have to be Mr. Do-It-All, baby. He's going to have to be Mr. Do-It-All because, a lot's riding on him, and a lot of the Chiefs' win has really been paramount. They really can't one game, almost kind of like what we say about Mike Tomlin. They won games they had no business winning. Tell y'all guys that now. But my final prediction, y'all guys give me, I'm going to have to take... Give me Buffalo, you guys. Give me Buffalo. Give me Buffalo to win this game. I got it. I got Buffalo. I got Josh Allen finally moving that absolute vessel that's been in his way for years now. Patrick Mahomes. I finally got him doing it. It's just something about it, man. The Buffalo team this year. I mean, they're determined. They're poised, and they're really not. They've been talked about all year. They've been told things. Their defense is too small. We can't hit hard. We're smaller than prior defense and stuff. Man, that's not how they play. That's one of the most physical teams in the league. be. And I think they're going to show that on the road in KC. And as far as for the Eagles and the Commanders game, give me Philadelphia. I think it's just going to be too much for that Commanders team, man, playing in them cold, frigid environments. But again, we've all doubted Jayden Daniels before. Where's that gotten us? Jayden Daniels has always came up on the other side. So I won't be surprised if he does it again. But, you know, I just think this year's going to be the Eagles. I think it stops and ends this week for the Cardiac Commanders. So, yeah, that's basically my answer right there. Y'all just got my Super Bowl prediction. I got the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles in 2 weeks in New Orleans, representing their two respective conferences in Super Bowl 59. Y'all guys let me know if I'm right. Y'all guys let me know y'all Super Bowl predictions. Y'all guys let me know if y'all agree with me, who y'all think win, who y'all think takes it, you guys. And I will guys see y'all after with a recap of the conference championship games, and we're going to see if I fare right. And I will see y'all on the next episode on Shooting for the Stars podcast with y'all's one and only host, Cameron Williams.